Hello, I'd like to talk to you about future value. The formula for future value we have right up here. Let's see if, there it is, right there. Future value is equal to present value times 1 plus r raised to the n. R is the growth rate. So you're taking 1 plus the growth rate times number of years. So let's do a problem to kind of illustrate this. Let's say you have $1,000. And I wish I had $1,000. I could use that right now, but we'll assume I do, or we'll assume at least you do, and we're going to put it in the bank for 20 years. And the bank's going to give you 3%, which would be nice. And we'll also calculate the same thing if we calculate it at 6%. So in this case, we're going to take $1,000 times 1 plus 0.03 raised to the 20th power. And hopefully that x there times, I could have left it out. So in fact, let me, just to make it look prettier, 1,000 times 1 plus 0.03 raised to the 20th power. So that way we can just say, okay, look, because of the parentheses, it's pretty clear you're going to multiply. So I calculated, running this through, that I would have $1,806 and about 11 cents at 3%. Now if I could do the same problem and get 6%, so we had $1,000 times 1 plus 0.06 for 20 years. 6%, 0.06 stands for the decimal form of the 6%. I calculate that I would have had $3,207.14. Either case, same time periods, but notice I have a lot more money. Now the interest rate is twice as high, but I would have twice as much, almost twice as much money at the 6%. What about if I went up to 10%? I know it doesn't ask me up there, but you know, we enjoy doing these problems, don't we? So 1,000, if it was 10%, 1 plus 0.1 for 10%, 20 years, and I calculate you would have $6,727 and about 50 cents. So it would be really nice if I made 10% relative to 6% or even 3%. Now, 20 years, our average inflation rate has been about 3%. So just to keep up with inflation, if I have $1,000 today, I'll need about $1,806.11 just to buy the same goods that I'm buying now. So 3% might look good, but remember, it's, you know, you need to keep up with inflation. So hopefully this helps to show future value. In fact, this is also a great way of showing how much prices are going to have to grow in 20 years at 3% inflation, 3% being a growth rate. So if I have a $1,000 item today, in 20 years, I'd be paying about $1,806.11 for that same item if the inflation rate was 3%. Thank you.